Welcome to Freefall with the UyGar. Our first topic is aliens because my family is a big believer in the topic. But first, don't forget to subscribe and give a high five to like button. As I said, my family, more precisely my late father's side, is a big believer in the topic and they consider it Anunnaki theory is real, but I was always skeptical about the topic because my family's version of Anunnaki and the ancient astronaut theory is sound much more like Star Trek The Next Generation's general pilot. If you like to hear my family's version, let me know in the comments below. Even though I am skeptical of the Anunnaki theory, I kinda believe in the UFO conspiracy, or more like it, I want to believe. As a Turkish guy, the incident in Kumburgaz had a very strong effect on me. And contrary to popular belief, there is a huge UFO community in Turkey too. Maybe came second to American community. I don't want to delve into abduction stories and classical stuff, but in the Grush interview he said they could be coming from another dimension. And I want to delve into this thought. As we all know, the first sketch of Grace was belonged to Aleister Crowley, and in Turkish folklore there are shadowy creatures named jinn, which is not the lamp genie but much more sinister creatures. Like Crowley's demon sketch, these shadowy creatures also like haunt and possess people. In our folklore, we believe jinns live in another dimension. So what if Grush is right about these aliens coming from another dimension? And the whole humankind's religious folklore just comes from these aliens' attempts to make contact with us. And this thought actually justifies the government's statement about we are not ready yet and the drawbacks to disclosure. Because if they say our whole belief systems are just misunderstood communication attempts, people just lose their heads and minds. Today's societies actually could be ready for this announcement because we aren't religious like we did in the past, and a revolution like this wouldn't cause a mass hysteria like it could do in the 50s. As you know, people who believe in religion reduce day after day, but folkloric creatures like jinn or shadow people still have a great impact on our horror stories. And if you delve into any religious folklore, Abrahamic, monotheistic, polytheistic or paganic, these creatures always have a part of belief systems. So while we have improved our technology, maybe these creatures improved theirs too. This could explain shifting their presence from shadowy figures to little grey ones, as we know. Maybe at first they just tried to communicate with us in some kind of telepathic radio waves, and we couldn't fully perceive these waves and we saw them as shadowy figures. But as their technology improved, they could make more stable connections, and finally they found a way to come into our dimension physically. And this could be the start of the UFO sightings in the 1940s. And I believe these aliens are humans. There are good ones and there are bad ones. Actually, in my headcanon, good ones are more like Star Trek Federation type and bad ones are more like the entities like in the Berserk manga. Or maybe whole thing is just a psyop for one world government to take place. Who knows? So what are your thoughts about this topic? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. See you in the next video. Bye!